He was a legend, a fighter known for his heart, his wars in the ring, and a tragic end that has haunted the boxing world for decades. Then, more than 16 years later, his son was found dead in eerily similar circumstances. This is the story of Arturo Gatti Jr., a young life cut tragically short, and a legacy shrouded in mystery. Stay with me as we unravel what we know so far. Before we can understand the tragedy of his son, we must first know the father. Arturo Thunder Gatti was born in Montreal, Canada in 1972. He rose from humble beginnings to become one of boxing's most electrifying fighters, a two-division world champion with a heart often bigger than his punching power. He was famous for his wars in the ring, especially the epic trilogy with Mickey Ward, fights that have been replayed, dissected, and mythologized over the years. Gatti brought raw emotion, grit, and a willingness to go to hell and back for every round. But his life ended in tragedy. In July 2009, at age 37, he was found dead in a hotel room in Brazil, on vacation with his wife and infant son. The official Brazilian coroner later ruled it a suicide by hanging. His widow, Amanda Rodriguez, was initially charged with homicide, but the charge was dropped after the autopsy. Even in death, the circumstances were murky. Some independent investigators later argued there were signs inconsistent with suicide, such as injuries to the back of his head. The case remains controversial. For boxing fans, Gatti's legacy is dual: his dramatic fights, his heart, and the deep shadow his death cast over his family and fans. Fast forward to present day, Arturo Gatti Jr., born to Gatti and Amanda Rodriguez, had always carried a weighty heritage. From a young age, he showed interest in boxing, collecting training footage, and sharing clips of his workouts. He resided in Mexico with his mother at the time of his death. Preliminary reports suggest he was found hanging, raising an unthinkable echo of his father's death. Many in the boxing community had anticipated he might follow in his father's footsteps, perhaps aiming for the Olympics or a pro career. But all that potential was silenced in one devastating moment. The news broke on October 8, 2025. Chuck Zito, formerly Gatti Sr.'s bodyguard and longtime family acquaintance, shared a chilling note on social media. R.I.P. to 17-year-old Arturo Gatti Jr., found the same way they found his father. Gatti Jr.'s longtime coach, Mo Latif, confirmed the reports. He posted, "It is unfortunately not a rumor or a joke. Arturo is gone." According to sources, the death occurred in his Mexico apartment where he lived with his mother. The official cause of death remains under investigation. The WBA released a statement mourning the loss and acknowledging Gatti Jr.'s potential, saying his journey was just beginning and offering condolences to the family. In social media and fan forums, the response was immediate and emotional. Many noted the haunting symmetry between father and son, both found dead hanging in apartments years apart. Unverified reports have emerged that some family members and acquaintances question whether this could be more than mere coincidence. But as of now, no public statement has conclusively challenged the preliminary cause of death. The uncanny parallels are hard to ignore. Both father and son died by apparent hanging, both in an apartment setting. Both left behind a young family. Could this be a tragic echo, where history repeats itself under tragic symmetry? Or might there be something deeper at play? Buried controversies, unanswered questions, or undisclosed pressures? Let's revisit some of the red flags around the elder Gatti's death. After Gatti Sr.'s death, Brazilian authorities initially charged his wife with homicide, then reversed course, labeling it a suicide. Independent forensic teams later challenged the official narrative, citing a suspicious injury to the back of Gatti's head that they argued could not easily be self-inflicted. The debate over his cause of death has lingered for years, with legal battles, exhumations, and conflicting reports. In many ways, Gatti Jr.'s passing reignites those debates. But it's also accompanied by new questions. 1. Motive or pressure? Young people, especially children of famous figures, often carry immense expectations, scrutiny, and mental strain. Could unseen pressure have weighed heavily on him? 2. Timing and location. The fact that both deaths happened in apartments is unsettling. Did he live in a secure environment? Were there witnesses? 3. Family dynamics and legal history. The mother, Amanda Rodriguez, was involved in the original controversy following Gatti Sr.'s death. Do lingering tensions or rumors exist behind closed doors? 4. Investigation transparency. So far, authorities have been tight-lipped about forensic details. What are the medical examiner's findings? Toxicology? Time of death? At this stage, speculation must remain grounded in fact, but the parallels force us to ask, can such symmetry in tragedy be dismissed as coincidence? Beyond the headlines and the conspiracy theories, there are real people grieving. A mother, sisters, brothers, and a daughter, Sophia, left behind. Comments from fellow fighters, friends, and fans poured in instantly. Heartbreak, disbelief, and solidarity. 16 years after losing his father, the world loses another Gatti, wrote former champion Jean Pascal. For many, Gatti Jr. represented hope, the possibility of continuing his father's legacy, healing past wounds, forging a new story. To lose someone so young and full of promise feels like a rupture in time. And amid the grief, there is a reminder of the silent battle many face: mental health. While details remain unconfirmed, reports suggest his passing was by suicide. It's a moment to pause and ask, how many young people suffer in silence under the weight of expectations, identity, legacy, or pain? This story is more than a tragedy of sport. It's a window into deeper social themes. Legacy's burden. Children of iconic figures often carry a dual inheritance: name, opportunity, and public expectation. The weights are invisible but heavy. The cost of mystery. When answers elude us, speculation fills the gaps, but closure remains elusive. Mental health and silence. In societies that lionize strength, emotional struggle is often hidden. Sometimes the loudest pain speaks in silence. Power of stories. These tragedies compel us to question: how do we memorialize? How do we investigate? How do we care for those left behind? For the Gatti family, the grief is profound. For fans, a mythic narrative ends. For the world, another reminder that human life, even those wrapped in fame, remains fragile. We may never know the full truth behind the deaths of Arturo Gatti and his son. But what we do know is this: a father's legend, a son's dream, and a haunting symmetry that refuses to let the story rest. If you or anyone you know is struggling with suicidal thoughts or mental health challenges, please reach out for help. You are not alone. Thank you for watching. If you found this video meaningful, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell for updates. Leave your thoughts below. What do you think really happened? Let's discuss with care and respect. Until next time, stay questioning, stay aware.